Today we are talking about tints and shades of colors. Now, I don't know if you were with us, Lucy. A couple of months ago, we talked about the rainbow of colors and how you mix certain colors together to get other colors. I don't know if you've talked about this at school either, probably, but if you have if you have taken some art classes where you talk about mixing colors and making rainbows, you probably have heard the term hue. Maybe, maybe not. A hue is just another word for a color. So, for example, red is a hue. Now, if you learned about making rainbow colors, then you know you can mix hues together to make other hues. So for example, you can mix red with blue. Do you know what that makes?
Purple, and I used to take art classes before COVID.
Oh, you're an expert in this then. Okay, awesome. So today, instead of mixing hues together to make other colors, we are going to mix one hue with a neutral to make tints and shades. So, Lucy, do you know what a tint of a hue is?
Not really. I didn't.
Ah, good. We get to learn something. Yay.
I
So,
didn't really learn too much about tints.
oh, okay.
I learned
So,
mostly about the primary colors in my classes.
oh, good. You know primaries. So, which colors are the primary colors?
Blue, red, and yellow.
Perfect. Do you know what a neutral is?
Not really.
Okay. Neutrals are ones that are not in the rainbow. They don't fit into the rainbow. So things like white or black. So today we're going to take a hue, mix it with a neutral, and get a tint. Now, the easiest way for me to remember what a tint is think a tint is like a mint. You add white to make it light. So, for example, if you take hues like, let's say, red, if you take a red and you mix white with it, what do you get?
You get the lighter color fit.
Yeah. What's the lighter version of red?
Pink.
Pink.
I have pink on my giant set of watercolors.
Oh, you're so lucky. Most people don't get the pink watercolors. They just get
I have
the
2 packs of it.
oh,
I have very many and one that has a lot of colors.
I love the big packs of colors. Those are so much fun. And I'm wearing my shirt today that has tints of blue. So it starts off blue on one corner and goes to white on the other corner. So this, when you have from dark to light or light to dark, depending on which direction you're going,
I have
is
2 of the big sets, but the other one's very dirty and old.
oh, you know what? You can rinse them off. You can actually rinse them off and
I'm
use
using
them.
my new one.
Oh, good. So when you have from dark to light or light to dark, that is called ombre, when they blend from dark to light or light to dark. So that is what we're going to make today for our art project. But before that, I have a book about the tint of the hue red that we were just talking about. Pink. Now, this book, I will tell you right now, there is actually a video for this book that has a song. Here's the back of it. See, this is a song that goes with the book. So if you ever have the chance, you can actually look this book up on YouTube and listen to the song. I am going to spare you today from listening to me sing at you. So if you want to listen to the song, I would suggest YouTube, not me. So anyway, this is our story for today. It's called Pink by Amanda Doring. And they have books and videos, like songs, for pretty much every color in the rainbow. So if you find the one for pink online, you're also going to find every other color, and they're kind of fun. Some of them are better than others, but I really liked the pink one, so I thought I'd share that one today. So here's how we start off, the little introduction for how we get pink. And Miss Lucy, I know you're an expert, so you already know this. Pink is made by mixing red and white. Red, yellow, and blue are primary colors, as Lucy already told us. When you mix two primary colors, you get a secondary color. When you mix white with a primary or secondary color, it's called a tint. Pink is a tint of red. Pink with mostly red is bright and bold. Pink with mostly white is softer. Pink makes us feel happy and calm. Where can you find pink? Turn the page to find out. One of my favorite things that I've ever learned about the color pink is that they often use pink to package things like cakes and cupcakes, because for some reason, people think that pink is going to taste good. So if you ever go to a cake store or candy store, you're probably going to see a lot of pink just in the room or even on the packaging, because it's going to make you feel hungry for treats. This day is dull. We need some pink. But where is pink? What do you think? There's a gray day. And there's some pink out there. Can we find pink at the candy store? Oh, look, just like I said. Pink gum, cotton candy, and so much more. That looks like a super fun store to visit. Let's go, go, go. Go find pink. Mix red and white to make some pink. Where is pink? What do you think? Go out and find some pink. Can we find pink at the city zoo? Pink birds, pink fish, and jellies too. I love jellyfish. They're so cool. And often pink, but they actually come in all different colors. But flamingos, oh yeah. Miss Lucy, have you ever seen a flamingo in real life?
No, but I have seen kangaroos because I went to a kangaroo farm with my grandpa.
How fun. I've done that too. We got to pet wallabies, which are like the mini versions of kangaroos. They're really awesome. But I saw, let's see.
See some baby cows and some other stuff and eat ice cream there.
Ooh, nice. Ice cream makes everything more fun.
I also found a pink drawing that I made, which has some pink clothing.
Oh, I wish we could see it, but you know what? If you want to share it, excuse me, if you want to share it with us on the museum's Facebook or Instagram, you can send us the pictures. I would love to see them that way. Can we find pink on a busy farm? Pink wiggles happily in your arms. So the pink on the farm in this case is a little piglet. And a big pig and some little piglets. Let's go, go, go. Go find pink. Mix red and white to make some pink. Where is pink? What do you think? Go out and find some pink. Oh, there's the bakery. I like for this book, they put the characters in the pink shirts too. That's cool. Can we find pink? Ooh, I'm losing hold of my book. Can we find pink in the sunny spring? Pink is all around. Ooh. We went to go find pink. mixed red and white and made some pink. Where else is pink? What do you think? Go out and find some pink. I like this page because it shows that sometimes if you watch the sunrise or the sunset, you get pink in the sky. There's an artist whose artwork is up at the museum where I work, the Cedar Rapids Museum of Art, that is sort of famous for painting clouds and skies. His name is Marvin Cohn. And Marvin's sunsets and sunrises, even just the clouds that he paints, are like every color of the rainbow. So there's a ton of pink clouds in his paintings. I love that. All right. So Miss Lucy, here we go. We're going to start our art project. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to need some paper. And if you want to, if it's helpful for you, you can find something round and trace some circles all over your paper, but you don't have to. This is one of those art projects where we can be super messy and it doesn't really matter. So, so today, because our book was about pink, I figured we could make different tints of pink. But if you have a different color, a different hue that you want to make tints of, feel free. If you want to mix some colors together or just start with one of the ones that's in your paint tray, that'll be cool.
We have a dark pink and a light pink. That's all the pink I have though on this one. And I also have plain black.
Don't use your pink that you have on your tray. Start off with red. Do you have red?
Yeah, I have a lot of shades of red.
Oh, well, that's fun. Pick one that's like your reddest red, like fire engine red. Like this is my red. It's red. That's going to be the easiest thing to use for this particular project. But you know, it works with any kind of red, so it's fine.
I have 3 reds.
Ooh,
and
you
3
get to
pinks.
pick your favorite. Yeah, we also have blue because today's class was red, white, and blue because we just had the 4th of July not that long ago. So if you wanted to, you could use blue or you could mix red and blue together, but I'm going to do red just to make it simple for everybody. So normally I put my paint on like a paper plate or something to use as my paint palette, but it's hard for me to hold up a plate sideways without all the paint running off. So I'm going to use a little plastic cup instead. That way you can still see the paint, but it won't dump out on my table. Now, I used a good sized glob of paint. It looks like ketchup. You're going to have to start off with a decent sized amount of paint. And you're using watercolors, right?
Yeah, I also have a canvas.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to tweak my project so that it's going to be more like yours because originally I was going to use paper and cut some shapes out, but we're not going to do that. If you have a canvas, you can't cut shapes out of it. Yeah. So I'm going to tweak mine and pretend that my paper is a canvas. I'm actually going to get a different piece of paper so that it doesn't have the circle on it. So I don't know what size your canvas is. Is it rectangle like this?
It's like a medium square.
A square. Okay. So you can, I'm going to make mine a square. I'm going to fold part of it back so that it looks like a square. So it's almost the same as yours. Oops. There we go. So
that looks like the sides. It's just bigger.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so you get to choose if you want to go up and down or diagonally.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to start off with my red paint, just straight red. And the first thing I'm going to do is paint. Ooh, I'm dripping on my table. See, this is what happens when you're trying to do everything not on the table. I'm going to do, I think, diagonal just for funsies. Start off near the top and you're just gonna make a red blob. Eventually, this is gonna be a scoop of ice cream.
That kind of looks like also looks like a red sun.
It does. So far, we haven't done anything that looks like, you know, a specific thing. So it could be anything you want it to be. Now, since you are using watercolors, do you have white watercolor paint?
Yeah, I have 2 whites.
Oh,
and 2
awesome. Usually when you have watercolor paints, it's hard because most people don't have white watercolor paints. They usually just have the tray of the Roy G. Biv colors. So
the reason why I'm using watercolors is because I don't really have any good white paint that isn't hardened except for watercolor.
Well, if you don't have white watercolor paint, you use water instead. Instead of adding more white paint each time to make your color lighter, you just add water, because usually you're painting on like a canvas or a piece of paper that is pretty white colored. So you just add more water instead, but you don't have to because you have white paint. So I scooped out most of my red. I didn't need that big of a blob since we're making small blobs on our canvases. But now I'm going to add just a tiny, tiny dot of white paint. Oh, I missed my paint. I got it on the brush though. All right, so I have a tiny bit of white in there. Yeah. And I'm going to mix it together. And you're going to notice that this tint of red is hardly any pinker. It should still be pretty dark. I'm going to add just one more dot of white because it was so close to the red that I couldn't tell the difference.
I used to have white paint, but then I used it all, and then the only white paint that I had that wasn't watercolor hardened.
All right, so if the white doesn't work, try adding more water to thin it out. That'll make it lighter. All right, so I mixed my tiny bit of white in with my red, and I'm gonna make another scoop of ice cream right underneath it. See, it's pretty close to the same color. It's just a very slightly bit lighter.
Yeah.
Add white, make it light. So now I'm gonna add some more white. This time I'm gonna be a little bit more generous because I want it lighter. And you're gonna add more water to make yours lighter.
Or more of my white color.
That too. Either one of those works. Ooh, I got too much paint in my brush. It almost dripped on me again. So here we go. Make a big messy third scoop of ice cream. Ta-da! I wonder what flavors these are.
Probably just all vanilla.
All vanilla, but just with food coloring in them?
Or strawberry.
Oh, strawberry. I think the red one on top is raspberry. I'm going to say raspberry.
The red one would be cherry, but all the pinker ones would be strawberry.
It could be cherry. And then the next darkest one could be raspberry or strawberry.
Yeah.
And then the next one down could be watermelon. And then this one
can be watermelon.
Oh, that's true. This one I'm gonna say is
maybe
bubblegum.
Or maybe pink cotton candy.
Ooh, cotton candy. Ooh, that's nice. I'm gonna add lots of white now. I only have space on my canvas for maybe a couple more scoops. So I'm gonna add lots of white now. Actually, I need even more. Ooh, yeah, this looks really good. I kind of want to lick it, even though I know it's not going to taste like ice cream.
And it could be poisonous.
Yeah, it could be. Mine is probably not. It's supposed to be safe for kids to use, but you never know.
Yeah.
It's best not to try.
Yeah. Unless you accidentally did.
Yeah, don't accidentally eat it either. It's just, don't. All right, so my last scoop, I'm running out of room, so my last scoop is gonna have to be pretty small. My last one, I want to be as close to white as possible because I want it to be the lightest tint of pink possible. So I'm not actually,
Candy.
I'm not gonna add any more white to this. I'm just gonna use what's on my brush. Let's see if I can do this without getting it everywhere. I'm just gonna put a little dot of white right on my canvas, right there. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use whatever's left on my paintbrush to mix into that. And I'm gonna mix it right on my page. There we go, super light. This is tricky not being able to see it.
Giant snowman.
It does kind of. And if you used blue, maybe it would look like snow. Okay, I'm rinsing off my brush because I'm done with my pinks.
Yep.
Rinsing, rinsing, rinsing. Now, to make the cone part of your ice cream cone,
Or a
you
giant
could. Now, originally my plan, I said I was gonna cut those circles out and stick them together. So I have a piece of cardboard I cut out in the shape of a triangle. That was gonna be my cone. But I wanted mine to look a little bit more like yours. And this cone is way too big for those scoops of ice cream. So I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna use, I think I have a brown marker somewhere. I have a gold marker. That might work. Oh, no, there's my brown. Okay. So I'm going to have to try to be very careful and not get my marker in my paint because my paint is still really wet. But all you have to do is draw a little triangle. Mine is really short and squat because I didn't leave myself very much room. But yours can be whatever shape you want. There we go. Ooh, almost got my marker in my paint.
I do like to draw a lot, so I was drawing while I was waiting.
Oh, nice. What did you draw?
I was trying to draw a person, but then it didn't turn out very good. So I was gonna do it again.
You know what? I like when they don't turn out exactly right. I like the goofy pictures because my favorite picture books with like people or animals or whatever in them. My favorites are always the ones where they look really silly.
Wow,
Like
mine
Dr.
just looks
Seussy.
like a body, and then I tried to make the legs, but then they just look like arms.
Maybe this crazy person that you drew, maybe they have arms for legs.
Maybe.
All right, there's my cone, and it's kind of curved so that I could fit it onto my page.
I don't think that would really work with real ice cream.
You'd have to eat that ice cream super fast.
Or else it would all fall.
Yeah.
Then you would have no more of a giant ice cream.
All right, so if yours is like this, then you can wait for this paint to dry, and then you can color in stuff in the background. It's a little trickier if you don't wait for it to dry, because then sometimes you risk the wet paints mixing together. If you want them to mix together though, then cool, go for it. But you can do either way, just whatever you want can be in the background. I kept thinking it would be kind of fun to go get this crazy giant ice cream cone like at the circus. So I was thinking about doing circus stuff in the background, like a big tent, maybe a clown, a seal with a ball on his nose. I don't know what else I could do. Lots of stuff. Do you have any thoughts about what you're going to do?
Not really sure.
You have time. I mean, my paint's going to take a little while to dry, so yours probably will too. So you got some time to think about it.
Yeah.
Looking at
I
those
bet you
red
like to draw, and
circles,
I'm using my mom's pen, so I probably don't want to risk getting it dirty.
Yeah, probably not. Probably best to wait. What were you saying, Miss Laura?
the red circles remind me of ladybugs. I think I would have turned them into ladybugs.
Oh, or like a caterpillar. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my goodness, there's so many things you could do with this project. Like you were saying, it could be a snowman, Miss Lucy, but if it was other colors, it could be all sorts of things. You can make them anything. Bouncy balls.
A lot of colors.
Mm-hmm. And you're making even more by making tints of those colors. I always remember tints are like mints. And usually when you eat a mint, they're white or really, really light colored. And shade is the opposite. Shade is when you add black instead of white. So shades are like your sunglasses where they get darker and darker.
If you were feeling very silly, you could do caps for sale.
What?
Yay! Miss Lucy, have you ever read Caps for Sale?
Nope, but I read a lot of other books, and I'm working on the Harry Potter series.
Ooh. Oh, yay. We love those books.
But
yeah, Miss Laura's book with Caps for Sale. Who's the author? I can't remember.
I think, oops.
In case anybody wants to look it up.
Yeah, he's got a hard name to
That's
say.
for Slobodkina. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my
That is-
all-time favorites.
That is
Probably
quite a name.
one of my better reenactments too. Definitely.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
That's my
But yeah,
favorite. Oh,
Miss Lucy, he has hats stacked on top of each other and they're like all different colors. So yeah, you could totally paint your own version of that with our dark to light tints and shades. Instead of ice cream cones, you could do hats. You could put hats on the one that you were drawing with the arms for legs. That guy.
that thing that I'm drawing.
That would be perfect for somebody with arms for legs.
It's a thing.
17 hats. Oh my goodness.
It's a thing right now, though. I have to put on a head and some hair.
You know what? Maybe the bottom hat in the stack covers his head.
Maybe.
You never know. When you're making art projects, they can be anything. That's the best part about art projects. That, and if you don't like it, you can just start over.
Yeah.
That's also a really good part.
And use the other one as like an outline thing.
All right, Miss Lucy. Like I said before, if you decide that you want to share your artwork that you created with us on the Cedar Rapids Museum of Art's either Facebook or Instagram page, we would love to see it.
Okay, I forgot that I had red glitter paint, but it would look a lot better if it was white.
Oh my gosh, it's like your ice cream scoops have sprinkles in them.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how I'm going to make it lighter.
Oh, just add a little bit more water.
Okay, I'm going to see if I got any white paint.
The white paint could cover up your glitter. Sometimes if it's thick colors like white, it can make your glitter not show up, but it's worth a shot. Oh, and I should say, if you haven't been to the Cedar Rapids Museum of Art this summer, come check it out because we have free admission from now through Labor Day weekend. So if you want to come visit and check out all the artwork we have on display, it's a lot of Grant Wood right now. It's really awesome. Even the stuff he did when he was a kid. That is going to be up till through Labor Day weekend, and it's free for everybody anytime. Okay. You do still have to wear a mask though.
I couldn't find any.
Oh, well, white or water.
Or like I can try my watercolors. Maybe my watercolors will work.
Yeah. And then later on, if you find white somewhere else, then you can do another version of this.
Yeah, but I have a bigger canvas, but my friend wants to paint on it.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I used paper. So if you have paper laying around, you can use that.
Yeah.
Miss Alicia's leaving because she's picking up free summer meals. So bye, Miss Alicia. Thank you. And next month we are going to be doing another color version, something about color with Doodlebugs, and I can't for the life of me remember what it is.
It would probably be I normally sleep until 12.
Oh, well, that would be nice. Jeepers. But that would mean that you might miss it.
For this.
Let's see here. I'm looking at my calendar right now so I can tell you what it's going to be. It will be on Friday, August 27th. And oh, that's right. It's going to be opposite colors. We're going to read, Miss Lucy, I don't know if you know this book. There's a Eric Carle book about the Hello Green Fox. And the picture on the front is not a green fox because it's all about opposite colors. It's such a fun book. So we're going to be doing opposite color projects next month.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll see you again next month. But thank you for joining us today.
My mom will probably wake me up early again.
Well, I hope so because we'd love to have you back. Thank you. We'll see you maybe next time.
Okay.
Bye. Bye, Miss Laura.